Have you been feeling it too? That quiet shift in the air, subtle but undeniable, like something ancient is stirring beneath your skin. Not loud, not obvious, but real. Maybe you've been more emotional than usual. Maybe you've been waking up in the middle of the night with a strange weight on your chest. Or perhaps, out of nowhere, you've remembered something, but you're not sure if it's a dream, a memory, or a message. If you're a Cancer and you found yourself here, listening to these words, this is not a coincidence. Something is calling you back. Not backward, but inward, towards something sacred, something unfinished. Between the 9th of September and 12th, the universe is opening a portal, but not for everyone. This is a hidden gate meant only for the souls who once made a vow long before they knew how to name it. A soul vow, a cosmic promise whispered lifetimes ago. And now, it's being remembered. Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. You feel before others even notice. You cry when others stay numb. You remember what others forget. And this week, the moon is sending you home, back to yourself, back to a part of your spirit that has waited patiently across space and time for this exact alignment. If you've been seeing signs, hearing old names, or feeling sudden waves of grief, nostalgia, or déjà vu, this is your confirmation. You're not being over-emotional. You're being activated. You are a lucky zodiac sign, but not because of chance, because your soul remembers what others ignore. And during these sacred days, something rare is being unlocked. So please don't brush off what you're feeling. Don't distract yourself from what's rising. The universe only whispers like this when it knows you're finally ready to listen, to feel, to return. Because from the 9th to the 12th, time bends. Emotions deepen, and the veil between past and present becomes paper thin. These are not ordinary days. They are invitation days. A cosmic calling, one that will only knock once. So, before we begin, do one thing. Take a deep breath. Grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee. Light a candle if you can. This isn't a video. It's a conversation between two souls who remember each other, you and the universe. If any part of you is already stirring, hit the like button to anchor this energy. Subscribe so you won't miss the next sacred moment. And in the comments, whisper it back. I'm ready to remember. Now, let's begin. In astrology, Cancer is the soul that feels before it speaks, remembers before it understands, and loves even before it's safe to do so. From the 9th of September to 12th, the universe is entering a rare, energetic alignment. And you, Cancer, are at the center of it. The moon, your ruling planet, is no longer simply reflecting light. It's reflecting truth, a deep, sacred truth that your spirit has been whispering beneath every moment of silence. This is not just another phase. This is what healers call a soul activation window, a sacred corridor in time when the past, present, and future collapse into one lucid moment of remembering. During this time, Saturn, the planet of divine structure, and Jupiter, the planet of cosmic abundance, are forming a rare trine with the moon's frequency. Imagine a triangle of light between emotion, expansion, and sacred order. When these planets align, they do not push you forward, they pull you inward, toward clarity, toward the part of you that's been quietly preparing for something you couldn't yet name. You may find yourself feeling more emotional, more intuitive, or more drawn to silence and stillness. This is not regression. This is spiritual recalibration. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open, You don't need to search for answers during these days, because something ancient is already searching for you. You might receive a text from someone you thought you'd never hear from again. You might stumble upon an old journal, a childhood photo, or a song that instantly pulls tears from your chest. You might feel an urge to move furniture, burn old letters, or clear out that one drawer you always avoid. These are not random impulses. They are spiritual echoes, the residue of soul promises you made before you entered this life. And now, under this celestial triangle, they are awakening. You may feel the return of an old love, not necessarily to stay, but to show you how much you've healed. You may notice a long-delayed financial opportunity suddenly moving forward. A client comes back, a refund is processed, a forgotten idea starts gaining traction. Or, most subtly, you may feel an unshakable pull to take care of your inner world, your home, your memories, your energetic space. You might light incense without knowing why. You might rearrange your bedroom to feel different. You might cry not from sadness, but from the soul. Level release of something you've held far too long. All of it is part of the same sacred unfolding. You are not being dramatic. You are being realigned. And here's the quiet truth. Not everyone will feel this. Not every sign is as open, as intuitive, or as chosen as you are. That's why Cancer is one of the lucky zodiac signs during this window. Not because the universe is giving you something you haven't earned, but because it finally sees you're ready to receive what's always been yours. Your intuition, your emotional depth, your fierce loyalty, these are not burdens. They are your portal. The universe is not asking you to toughen up. It's asking you to soften into your own power. So, if you find yourself dreaming vividly, sensing energies around you, or feeling like your inner child is whispering from the corners of your heart, pause and listen. You are in the middle of an energy spiral that comes around once in a lifetime. This is your moment to feel what others ignore, to understand what others rush past, to choose presence over productivity. Jupiter is expanding your emotional clarity. Saturn is grounding it into something real, and the moon is delivering messages that only hearts like yours can fully decode. You are being supported not just emotionally, but cosmically. That's why this moment is not for doing. It's for being. Being with what you feel. Being honest with what you've been hiding. Being willing to let go of the heaviness that no longer belongs to you. The universe isn't testing you, it's trusting you. Trusting that you'll honor what arises. Trusting that you'll choose healing over hiding. Trusting that you'll remember your softness is your strength. So if you're still with me, and this message is landing somewhere deep in your soul, let it be known. Like this video, if you feel something awakening, subscribe to keep receiving these sacred reminders. And in the comments, write just one sentence. I trust what's rising within me. You are one of the lucky zodiac signs chosen for this work, this remembering, this moment. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. The universe is right here, watching, guiding, whispering. You're ready now. From the 9th of September to 12th, something sacred is unfolding beneath the surface, and for Cancer, it goes far beyond the planets. This is not just an astrological alignment. This is a soul window, a moment where time softens, and the soul has permission to speak more clearly than usual. During these days, your emotional body becomes a temple of remembering, and the tears you cry, the memories you revisit, the dreams you awaken from in the middle of the night, they are not accidents. They are medicine. Cancer, you are one of the most spiritually attuned signs of the zodiac. Your ruling planet, the moon, governs not only your emotions, but your ancestral memory. And this week, the moon is illuminating wounds that have been passed down generation to generation, not to hurt you, but to be healed through you. This is not a burden. It's a sacred assignment. You may feel the ache of old grief, childhood memories, family pain, unresolved heartbreaks. You may feel waves of nostalgia so intense, they leave you breathless. Or you may find yourself crying not from sadness, but from the tenderness of feeling something real again. Let it come. Let it cleanse. Let it carry you back to yourself. Because this is what healing looks like for a soul as deep as yours. Messy, soft, silent, holy. This period is especially potent for healing the mother wound, emotional abandonment, or unspoken pain from your early years. But it's not about going back to the past. It's about finally letting go of what you thought you had to carry forever. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to stop pretending it didn't hurt. You may notice dreams that feel eerily vivid or symbolic, the same number showing up again and again. 11, 11, 444, 222. A song from your childhood suddenly playing at the right moment. Random memories flashing into your mind like soft lightning. These are all invitations, all reminders, all part of the great remembering. Because you don't need to start over. You just need to remember who you've always been. Your soul is not lost. It's simply been waiting for this exact alignment to come home. And maybe you've already felt it. Maybe you've been walking down the street and a scent suddenly brought tears to your eyes. Maybe you heard a song you hadn't listened to in years, and for reasons you couldn't explain, you started to cry. Or maybe, out of nowhere, you remembered the exact color of the curtains in your childhood bedroom. If that's happened to you, don't dismiss it. Let me say this clearly. If you find yourself crying over a song you used to love, or remembering something from your childhood that you hadn't thought about in years, that's not random. That's your soul's memory knocking on the door. This is the universe's gentle way of saying, you're ready now. You can come home to yourself. It's safe to feel again. During this time, your intuition becomes razor sharp. Messages may arrive through dreams, repeating symbols, or even conversations you overhear by chance. Don't rush past them. Pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, what part of me is trying to speak? Because the truth is, you're not broken. You've just been busy surviving. Now it's time to remember, reweave, and receive. You are not here to carry everyone's pain. You are here to finally set yours down. And in doing so, you give others permission to do the same. So, as you move through these days, allow softness to return. Sit in silence. Light a candle. Journal the dreams you've had. Call someone you miss. Hug someone longer than usual. Let the emotion pass through like water. Not something to control, but something to bless. Cancer. This is a sacred homecoming. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to hustle. You only need to feel. And that alone will shift everything. If this message stirred something in you, even a quiet ache in your chest, you're right where you need to be. Like this video to seal the energy. Subscribe so you don't miss the next soul message. And in the comments, let me know. What memory is knocking on your heart right now? The universe is listening. So is your soul. Between the 9th of September and 12th, there is a silent shift happening in your financial energy. And unless you're tuned in emotionally and spiritually, you might miss it. But Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. You feel what others ignore. You sense what others brush off. That's why you're being called to notice this subtle, powerful wave. Because it's not loud. It's aligned. This is what astrologers call a quiet breakthrough, the kind that doesn't scream with sudden wealth, but whispers with undeniable change. And at the heart of it is Jupiter, the planet of expansion, luck, and divine compensation. Jupiter is now entering a frequency where it delivers what I like to call cosmic debt repayment. This means what you gave with love, but never received back, emotionally, energetically, or financially, is now circling its way back to you. The universe hasn't forgotten. The help you offered without asking anything in return, the unpaid invoices, the kindness that seemed unnoticed, the project you poured your heart into that didn't bloom back then. Now, the energetic balance is being restored, not out of charity, but out of justice. During this sacred window, Jupiter's energy is unlocking hidden channels, and money may begin flowing from sources you least expect. A refund or reimbursement you didn't anticipate, an old client suddenly returning with a bigger offer, a failed project showing signs of life again, a relative remembering a debt they owe you and repaying. At last, a creative idea you once abandoned, now gaining interest or income. Cancer. You are a lucky zodiac sign in this moment, but not because of mere luck. Because of the way you've shown up for life, even when it didn't show up for you. And now, the tide is turning. Not with a bang, but with a soft and steady stream of abundance. But here's the secret. You must create space to receive. Financial energy is like water. It flows where there's room, not where there's clutter. So if you're still carrying fear, guilt, or resentment around money, this is the week to let it go. If you believe abundance is hard to earn, your energy might be blocking what's already trying to reach you. Lighten your vibration. Detach from the outcome. Stop chasing and start allowing. The more at peace you feel with what is, the more aligned you become with what's meant for you. Colors are especially powerful allies this week. If you want to call in more abundance, surround yourself with silver, soft white, and light ocean blue. These colors calm your nervous system, activate your intuitive magnetism, and open the gates of trust. And trust is the vibration that money loves to flow into. Wear them when you journal. Use them in your workspace. Add a silver candle to your altar. Drink from a light blue mug. These little rituals make big, energetic statements. Pay attention to numbers as well, because certain financial codes are vibrating around you. The numbers 2, 7, 9, and 11 are activating your abundance field. You might see them on receipts, timestamps, or transaction amounts. When you do, don't ignore them. Take a deep breath and silently affirm, I receive all that is owed to me, with ease, with grace, with joy. And remember, financial healing for Cancer isn't about flashy wins. It's about emotional security, knowing you're supported, feeling safe to give again, trusting that the universe has your back, even when the bank balance doesn't say so yet. So if you've been holding financial stress, take this moment to release it. Like this video as a way of anchoring your trust in divine timing. Subscribe to stay connected to your weekly energy updates. And in the comments declare, I'm open to receive what's mine, in ways I never imagined, because it's already on the way. Quietly, gracefully, perfectly timed. From the 9th of September to 12th, something strange might begin to stir in your heart. You won't be able to explain it with logic, but you'll feel it, as if someone, somewhere, is thinking of you. missing you, longing for a version of you they once knew, and maybe not in this lifetime. Cancer. During these sacred days, the energy of soul contracts is being reactivated. These are the heart promises made before this lifetime, the ones whispered in starlight and carried in silence. You may find yourself remembering a person you haven't thought of in years, or bumping into someone unexpectedly and feeling a strange mix of comfort and déjà vu. This is not coincidence. This is the return of an old promise. You might feel like you're being watched, not in a frightening way, but in the most gentle, familiar sense, as if someone, across timelines, is waiting for you to remember them too. That's the magic of these days. The veils are thin, and love that was once postponed is now asking to be reborn. If you're single, this window is magnetic, not because you're trying hard, but because your heart is finally open in a new way. There's something soft and radiant about your energy right now. It's calling in someone who's not just interested in your life, but feels like they've already lived pieces of it with you. When you meet this person, it may feel intense, sudden, or confusing, but your soul will know before your mind does. Trust that. If you're already in a relationship, this is the perfect time to reset, realign, and rewrite your love intention. Relationships aren't meant to be autopilot. They're sacred contracts that evolve as you grow. And this week, your heart is ready for something deeper, something truer. Take a pink piece of paper. Pink holds the vibration of unconditional love. And write your love intention clearly. What do you want to feel in this relationship? What are you ready to give? What are you no longer willing to settle for? This is not a demand. It's a declaration. If you're in separation or feeling disconnected from someone, know this. There is energy here for reconnection, but it will require something difficult for Cancer. Letting go of pride. Sometimes the soul is ready, but the ego isn't. If you can release the need to be right, you may open the door for something profoundly healing to return. Not every connection is meant to stay, but some are meant to return when the timing is divine. This might be that time. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't have to go looking. This kind of love finds you. It moves through whispers, songs, dreams, and serendipity. If someone appears during this window and feels oddly familiar, don't run. Sit with it. Listen. Feel. Love doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it comes with a whisper that says, "There you are. I've been looking for you." You, Cancer, are one of the lucky zodiac signs in matters of the heart right now. Because your love isn't shallow. It's ancestral. It remembers what others forget. And that's why this window is sacred for you, not because you're waiting for love, but because love is returning to its rightful place. If this message is touching something inside you, pause. Take a breath. Like this video to anchor the love energy. Subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming rituals. And in the comments, share with me. My heart is open to the love that remembers me. Because it's island. And it's closer than you think. Between the 9th of September and 12th, the universe opens a rare, energetic gateway. A sacred corridor of alignment, memory, and manifestation. And while the energies themselves are working in your favor, your conscious participation can activate them on a much deeper level. Cancer. You're naturally intuitive and emotionally attuned. And this week, you're being invited to step into ritual as a sacred act of remembrance. Here are 3 soul-aligned practices you can do to anchor these energies. Call back your blessings and connect with your soul's ancient promises. Ritual 1. The The silver candle. Reconnect with a soul promise. This is a sacred act of remembering a quiet moment to open your heart to something your soul has never forgotten. You'll need 1 silver candle, a white piece of paper, and a blue pen or marker. In the evening of the 9th of September, 10th, 11th, or 12th, find a quiet space. Light the silver candle and write this sentence on your paper. I am ready to receive what my soul has promised me across time. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Play soft, emotional music instrumental. Something that stirs the heart. Let the flicker of the candle become a doorway. Don't force any visions. Simply listen inward. Maybe you'll feel warmth in your chest, see a face in your mind's eye, or sense a presence beside you. This is not your imagination. This is alignment. Ritual 2. Moonstone or clear quartz. Dream activation and intuition amplifier. Carry a piece of moonstone or clear quartz with you during the day in your pocket, your bag, or worn as jewelry. At night, place it under your pillow. These stones work like antennae, tuning you into subtle messages, psychic insights, and dreams that come not from your mind, but from the deeper layers of soul memory. If you wake up with a strange dream or a powerful emotion, write it down immediately. These aren't just dreams. They are soul messages, encoded with direction. The veil is thin right now. Listen to what crosses over. Ritual 3. The gateway paper. Write your September entry point on a clean piece of paper. Do not write what you want. Instead, declare what you're energetically stepping into. This shifts your vibration from lack into alignment and receiving. Write something like, I am stepping into an energy field where love, abundance, and peace come to me with ease. Or, I am now living in a timeline where everything I longed for is already arriving. Once you've written your sentence, light a white incense stick or a small piece of Palo Santo or sandalwood and read your words out loud. Let the smoke carry your declaration into the unseen. Imagine it reaching the higher realms where things are arranged before they become visible. Cancer. These rituals aren't about forcing outcomes. They're about remembering your role as co-creator, about making space in your energy field so the universe knows you're ready. When done with sincerity, these small acts become portals. The candle opens your heart, the stone sharpens your senses, the words you write bend reality in your favor. This is how the lucky zodiac signs don't just wait for luck, they prepare for it. So if this resonates with your intuitive Cancer soul, like this video to anchor the ritual energy, subscribe for more cosmic tools each month. And in the comments, share. I'm stepping into alignment with what my soul already knows is mine. Because truly, it island. Cancer. If your heart felt seen in this video, it's not a coincidence. These messages found you because your soul was ready to hear them. The days from the 9th of September to 12th are not just a cluster of dates on a calendar. They are a sacred passage, a quiet turning point, and a soft echo from the universe, reminding you of a truth you've always known deep inside. You are not lost, and you were never alone. During this sacred window, you are not being asked to chase anything or anyone. Instead, you're being called to remember, to allow, to open your heart, and receive what has always been yours. This video was not merely about astrology. It was about alignment, about helping you reconnect with the deeper flow of your own life. Every ritual, every affirmation, every insight you've received here was designed to help you return to yourself more fully. What can you carry forward from this? First, that your emotions are not your weakness. They are your compass. Second, that love, even if it has been lost or forgotten, has a way of returning when the heart is open and the timing is divine. Third, that abundance is not something you must chase. It responds to the frequency of your belief. And finally, that you, Cancer, are one of the lucky zodiac signs right now, not because of luck alone, but because you have the courage to feel deeply in a world that often avoids depth. If something in this video touched you, I invite you to anchor that energy by commenting below. I'm ready to receive what my soul once promised. Let those words become your declaration. Like this video if you feel more aligned after watching, and subscribe so you never miss the next wave of cosmic guidance crafted just for you. And if you feel called to support the energy of this channel, you can click the Super Thanks button as a way to say, I see you, and I'm grateful. You can also save this video and come back to it each night from the 9th of September through 12th. These words may hit differently under the moonlight. And before you leave, take a moment to explore the video that's now appearing on your screen, or choose one from our recommended list. Trust your intuition. The message meant for your next step may already be waiting. Now, take a deep breath and let these affirmations settle into your energy. I trust my intuition and my deep emotions. I am returning to what my soul once promised. I am a magnet for abundance, love, and healing. I open my heart to receive unspoken blessings. I do not chase destiny. Destiny is chasing me. Cancer, you don't need to be anyone else. The universe is opening its doors, not because you tried so hard, but because you finally chose to simply be yourself. These next few days are not about effort. They're about alignment. They're about receiving the recognition, the connection, and the transformation you were born for. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are exactly the right amount of everything the world needs right now. And the universe knows your name. Until next time, keep feeling, keep flowing, and keep believing in the magic that's already within you. I'll see you in the next video.